Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Okay, so today, as you can see by the title, you guys are gonna I'm gonna answer a couple questions that you guys asked me on my Instagram page, and then I am going to talk about, you know, like just a Q&A, like how it is being a solo SD. Would I advise you to, you know, do a chain place like European Wax Center or Massage Envy, you know, just what I'm doing so far. So let's get right into the video. The first question I had was, what's the best part? At first, the best part about being an esthetician was like being able to like collab with these brands and like see all their products and like what's in this ingredient and what this ingredient does and what is retinol and all of that. Like that was so exciting, y'all. Like actually being able to learn different brands and what they use in their skincare or the ingredients they use in their wax was amazing. I kind of did that like the whole quarantine because we weren't even allowed to do, like, I live in the DMV area, so we weren't allowed to like work on any clients for about, I want to say like 6 months. We weren't allowed to work on any clients for 6 months. So in that time I had a chance to be able to become Dermalogica certified. I was able to make all my professional skincare accounts and my waxing accounts. So all those sessions were pretty cool, and meaning like there's thousands of estheticians. Like the SD world is crazy. Like there's even like medical estheticians. Like esthetician is like so broad. So that was like my first best thing. So now now that I'm like into the SD field, like really working with clients often, I would say the results. So being able to use what I learned from these classes and use it on my clients, and seeing the result on their skin. Like y'all, I have this one client, she's been coming to me since I've been like a SD student. Like, so she just kept coming to me, and when I tell y'all, like her skin has gotten so much better. Like one day I gotta put her in my vlog because I'd be so amazed. I'd be like, dang, you really stuck with me as your SD since I was in school. Like that was crazy. So yeah, that is like one of the best part from, you know, like starting off with esthetician school. So next question is, what type of cleanser should I use for oily skin? So there's a lot. There's so many different cleansers out there, but I know from my studies that if you have oily skin, it's best for you to have a foamy cleanser and not a creamy cleanser, because foamy cleanser helps more with those who have oily skin, especially because your blackheads are just, you have so many clogged pores like from your oily skin that you don't need a cream based product. You need a foamy based product to help double cleanse and cleanse your skin. So I can advise you some cleansers that I like. I really like Dermalogica's Ultra Calming Cleanser. That's really good, but their special cleansing gel would be perfect for you because it's like, it's really foamy. So that's what I would suggest for you. Use that, girl. Why did you become an esthetician? I kind of talked about this in my last video, so I'm not going to talk too much into it. You guys, that I became an esthetician for a lot of reasons. Like one reason that I always talked about was having back acne. That was something that was very severe for me. I would always go to a dermatologist and it just wasn't working. Like all the products that they were giving me weren't working. I used to get made fun of in my little back acne. So that kind of like wanted me to learn more about skincare, but also I ended up doing lashes. I was a lash tech for about 3 years. I liked it. It was a nice hobby to have, but it just wasn't something that I was really passionate and in love with. So until I learned about waxing, and I was like, I love waxing, you guys. Like I currently work at European Wax Center, so y'all know I love waxing. But yeah, I love waxing. Like waxing was something that I always like kind of wanted to learn more about and wanting to know like how it works, like ingrown hair, extractions, ingrown hair, vajacials. So that's what made me, you know, want to get into becoming an esthetician. But you guys knew that. I kind of explained what that was in my last video. So I'm gonna answer 2 more questions. I don't want this video to be too long. The next question was, what advice would you give to esthetician students? Grind while you're in school. Take as many clients as you can, because once you leave your school, you're on your own. You can either be a solo SD, or you can be working at Massage Envy, European Wax Center, all those places. So definitely learn what you can while you're in school. Take as much models as you can, because you're not really gonna have that opportunity once you get out of school to be able to take all these models and keep practicing. And you know, while you already have all that equipment at school for free instead of you having to buy all that equipment. So my advice to anyone that wants to become an esthetician, definitely learn as much as you can while you're in school. Practice a lot while you're in school. Take classes, additional classes on top of, because here in Maryland or Virginia, we have basic esthetician and master esthetician. So you're literally only learning basic esthetician stuff, unless you take master esthetician program, where you will be able to learn like microdermabrasion and so forth. But still, in addition to that, like, esthetician field is always growing, so you always have to educate yourself on different products, and just the skincare world is generally, the beauty industry is generally growing. So practice while you're in school. Then you can build your clientele. Like, if people come to you while you're at school, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I know she's good. Like, I went to her school all the time to get my facials and my waxing. They're gonna come to you when you open your shop. So definitely, that's my advice to anyone that's wants to become an esthetician. My next question is, what do you use to edit your videos? Oh yeah, on my Instagram page. What I use to edit my videos is Final Cut Pro and iMovie. I started off using iMovie, but I kind of wanted to have like subtitles and writings in there, and like it was hard to do that on iMovie for some reason. So having Final Cut Pro, that definitely helps. And Adobe Photoshop, oh my god, amazing. You can make so many graphics. I took a lot of graphic courses. I'm gonna tag who I went to below, because she's really good. I think she's in the Philly area. She's a bomb graphic designer. She teaches you a lot about like motion graphics and stuff like that. So that's who I learned from, and that's a good resource, you know, for marketing and being a solo SD.